Rian the Conjurer, world's first gameplay. I am so hyped for this video. What's up, guys? MtgJedi. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me for the world's first gameplay of Rian the Conjurer. I have her on my account now, courtesy of Doom Tower Fragments. And how cool does she look? Okay, so we were talking about this champion earlier tonight in my Twitch channel, MTG, twitch.tv/MtgJedi. And we kind of agreed, sort of, that this champion should be pronounced Rian. Like, what's an example? Like Centurion, or any words that end in IAN. Like, it's kind of like part of a word. Originally, I was trying to say Rian the Conjurer, but I think it's supposed to be Rian. Anyway, I don't know. You tell me in the comments below. But if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. This is the kind of thing that I love to do on my channel. Bring you the content that you want to see as soon as it is available. Okay? So let's jump right into this champion. Should you care? Yes. Why should you care? Okay? Well, her A1 has a block buffs on it. And that is a very interesting and not often seen ability on an A1. When you get into a long fight, let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. When you get into a long fight, what she's going to do is she's going to prevent your opponents from putting their buffs on, which is incredible. The A2 is what really drew me to her because she removes all buffs from all enemies and then also places a weaken for 2 turns. And this is the same ability that Madame Serris has, and we know she's one of the best epics in the game. So my question is Rian the Conjurer also going to be one of the best epics in the game? And I believe that that's going to be a yes, but you be the judge here as soon as we get into some gameplay. Now, this is going to be a 100% chance once we have books on there, and that's going to be on a 3-turn cooldown, which is pretty impressive. Now, her A3, I want you to just ignore all of this other text for a second, and I just want you to read this like you don't have these other 2 champions, okay? Pretend like you don't have Akoth or Urost, okay? She revives a dead ally with 50% HP, fills their turn meter by 50%, and puts block debuffs on them. Any champion. It's just a revive. Now, if you happen to have these other 2 champions, her partner ability is that she'll revive them and buff them more. Okay, but I feel like everyone's getting distracted by these 2 champions here on this text, but just cover it up. Just cover it up and pretend that it's not there. Because she's just an awesome, awesome champion. Now, also an ally accuracy aura in all battles, which can be very useful depending on what your accuracy gear is like on your account. Now, in terms of base stats, I feel like they're pretty straightforward. Like, we have a solid amount of defense, we have a solid amount of HP. Her attack is only her A1, but it's based on attack. But she's not going to do damage for you. She's not a damage dealer. So I feel like we don't even need to worry about that. Her base speed is okay. Crit rate, crit damage, we don't care. Base resistance is nice. But what I love here is the base accuracy. What I really think that this champion needs is just speed and accuracy and some defensive stats. And so that's how I've built her. But before we get into the build, let's see some gameplay so that you can actually get a feel for what this champion is all about. Now, I absolutely love this champion. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she is the perfect pair for Deacon Armstrong. Okay, Deacon, if you're not familiar with him, does a turn meter boost, a turn meter decrease for your opponents, gets an extra turn, and then does an AoE defense break. Okay? So, basically what you have is a two-part combo with Deacon and Rian to do the defense down and weaken. And you have the turn meter boost, the turn meter decrease, plus you have the buff strip. And then you have your nuker paired with your arbiter. So let's go ahead and see this in action. I think I have it on 1 speed here. Good. So arbiter is going to boost us as per normal. Deacon is going to increase our turn meter, decrease theirs, put up decreased defense. She's going to remove buffs and put up weaken, and then we're going to kill. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I'm gonna guess reaction accessories plus possibly guardian gear. That's the only thing I can think of I mean, she just took basically no damage. So we'll just go ahead and finish them off like this. And oh, swift parry. Jeez. So this is still on a cooldown. So I guess that if we had put block buffs up first, then he would not have been able to proc his swift parry. So that is something notable. Okay, let's run that back again. All right, so here's a typical blender team where we have the ally attack and the 2 A1 attackers. Let's see what happens here. We're going to increase and decrease. There's the decreased defense. Remove the buffs and the weaken. And apparently my ethos is not very well speed tuned. Oof. Well, that's how we do it here on this channel. Sometimes we just let it go. Okay, here's a definite shield champion list. Okay, this team is definitely going to have a shield. And so we want to be able to take that shield away. And Rian does exactly that. Okay, and then the only one left is the giant tanky Mountain King. So we'll take an extra turn, and then Rian will just kill him. Perfect. All right. So I hope that you can see here that she just does exactly what we need her to do. Okay, she's not a flashy damage dealer, but like, look, she's going to remove those shields and put up the weaken, and then Ethos is going to do the nukes. I just think that she is the perfect pair, the perfect tandem with Deacon Armstrong. Now, we can also use this pair in dungeons, okay? Now, when you are going through this, one thing you want to remember is that she is force. She's a force-based champion, so if you're used to farming like stage 24 in Dragon or something, that's not going to be great, okay? So we would need to switch to Dragon 20, but honestly, I've noticed a better result in my gear from farming 25 instead of 24. And I don't know whether that's confirmation bias or not, but it really has been noticeable, okay? So we have our Seer team here, but instead of having a decreased defense weakened champion like Draco, Venus, Lydia, a lot of people do not have those champions, so we can set up our little combo here to pair with our normal Seer Renegade reset. And then Bad L to help us with the dragon. You know, he's going to put up some poisons. He's going to put up buffs to go with Seer. I actually really like Bad L alongside Seer. So if you have a Seer and a Bad L, consider running them. Now, once in a while, we do leave just like a little sliver of HP there. But I think that still works fine with our rotation. And do we have the weaken up there? We do. So now we're just waiting to come back around to Seer. Okay, great. And now we're to the dragon in under 30 seconds. And then we can proceed with the same sequencing again, except Bad L is going to put up the poisons and help Seer to take the dragon down. Now, what is Rian going to do on this dragon? Well, actually, there was one run I did in my testing before I worked on, before I started recording, where somebody died in the team. I think it was just Renegade. But Rian was able to revive her, and then we were able to reset the cooldowns of the rest of our team's skills. So you'll notice here that Rian is not doing a lot of damage. One way to improve that is to give her War Master. And that's pretty typical for champions that you're going to run in the Doom Tower, which she would be great in, or dungeons. Now, if you're going to use her in Arena, you're probably not going to want that mastery. But I'm going to give you a little spoiler here. I don't have masteries on her yet, because I can't decide which one I want to go with. Do I want to go with the accuracy and Eagle Eye, or do I want to go with War Master? And I'll try to give you an example of both of those, and then you can decide how you want to build her. But I've been pretty impressed so far, and I feel like I'm going to use her a lot on my account because she pairs so well with Deacon. Now, what if you don't have Deacon? Well, then she can pair with any other decreased defense champion to give you this combo, okay? It doesn't have to be Deacon. Deacon's just the best option, okay? Now, if you're going to pair her with somebody else, you might need a way to, make them speed tuned a little bit better. 2 minutes and 12 seconds, pretty good time on Dragon 25, okay? You see Rian not doing very much damage. It's not her job. Let's go ahead and finish up with taking a look at the gear here. Go to recently used. Just Bad L stats real quick. This is a pretty endgame build. My Sears stats real quick. It's a pretty endgame build. I have her in Savage. This is for the hard Doom Tower. But, if you're going to be doing level 25 dungeons, this is the kind of stuff that you really need. We're going to do Rian last. Deacon is in immunity gear, and I have him super fast and accurate. Renegade's speed as well. Right up at 200. I actually have accuracy on her as well. I have some crit stats. Adding this Divine Life set for one extra little buff actually got me over the top in a lot of situations with Sears damage. So let's go ahead and break down Rian the Conjurer in a little bit more detail. Number one, I do have her booked. She takes 6 and 5 is 11, 13 books, which is not too bad at all. And yes, those books are really important. You need to hit this 100% here. You could probably settle for not booking the A1 if you're able to get books in the A2 and A3. As I said, no masteries here. You can see I have 2 pieces of perception because our main goal here is accuracy and speed. That's what we're aiming for here. Okay, so this one we have some defense percent and accuracy. This one we have some speed and accuracy for the most part. Okay, defense percent gloves, so she can be a little bit tanky. And again, it's the same kind of stuff on every piece of gear. Okay, accuracy on the chest piece I feel is important. If you're not going to use her in arena, though, maybe you go HP percent there, okay, or defense percent would be okay as well. But then you'd be looking for speed and accuracy. I don't even have like the best kind of gear on her. It's just fills the roles that I need. Like these boots are pretty medium, but they do have accuracy and they are in perception. Okay, we have a fairly typical ring, a fairly typical amulet with some accuracy hits, and an awful banner because, man, I have so many high elves that need accuracy banners, and I cannot get good ones from Dragon. It's ridiculous, guys. But anyway, this one is tolerable at best. It gives the accuracy, and that's what we're most concerned about. So then Rian's final stats are 32k HP, 3400 defense. Her attack, I mean, technically it matters. 225 speed was what I needed to speed tune it on my team. 484 accuracy, which honestly I wish was higher. As for masteries on her, let's go ahead and take a look at some champions who I think would be a good example to be my warlord. If we go with the Doom Tower slash dungeons build, then we would want the healing, the accuracy, and then War Master. Okay, if we go the route of just arena, then we would want this over here. Okay, we would want a little bit on the defense tree, and then we would want the offense tree, or I mean the support tree coming down to Eagle Eye for that bonus accuracy. And that would probably put us over 500 accuracy. So this is what I'm leaning towards, something like this. I might come down on the healing side, but I do like these 2 rows over here quite a bit. So you definitely have options for your Rian the Conjurer. Now, what do you guys think of this champion? The first gameplay on the internet for Rian. If you liked the video and you're still here, consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button for my channel. It helps me out so much. It means the world to me that you guys watch my videos and that I can bring you this content. So if you would help me out and just hit those 2 buttons, it would really make my day. If you like this video, share it with your friends. I'm sure other content creators will be building her eventually, but I got her today. I wanted to build her today. I'm going to publish the video as soon as possible, and that's how we do it here on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm MtgJedi. Check out some other videos here at the end that'll be coming on screen. We do shard pulls, we do champion spotlights, we do news. I mean, any kind of thing that is relevant to the game you're going to find on my channel. So if you need help in faction wars, whatever it is, we got your back. Have a great day, have a great night, and hopefully you can get Rian on your account very soon. See you guys later.